Walking Dead. Everybody Walking Dead.
Welcome to the Knights of the Walking Dead.
Woo! We're back, baby.
Yes.
We're back.
Because Walking Dead's back means we're back.
We're alive again.
So, I know you guys watched that episode last night because otherwise I wouldn't have invited you on the show, right? Okay, so the show was called No Sanctuary.
For a good reason.
Yes, it was. For a very good reason. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, Terminus wasn't all it was kind of cracked up to be. As we found out in the last season. But this time it elaborated on it much further, and you found out just how brutal they were very quickly, which was awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Very brutal,
Intense.
intense, crazy episode.
Jake, show me a soda.
Huh? Oh my god, here, take it.
It's
Just
right
take
there.
my sodas.
It's right
I did, okay.
Okay.
That was out of my fridge. So, Nathan, would you care to talk about that? I don't know, man. For me, it was one of the most violent scenes in Walking Dead. For me, it was the trough scene, where they were lining them up.
The trough scene was... It had to have been Greg Nicotera's best Slaughterfest scene so far.
Yeah, whoever that guy is. Yeah.
Wait, who is that guy for the viewers?
That is the main producer of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't
Definitely.
know.
There you go.
Also, if you guys didn't know, the first guy to die was from the earlier this season. What is it? Hippie John? Is that his name?
It
John?
was just John, but it was from season 4. So.
Season 4.
Yeah,
it's,
from season 4.
The episode where they let Rick let go of Carol.
which is also the Penguin from Gotham. You guys didn't know that too.
Plug.
There you go. Well, you know, we talk about nerdy things on the show. So, the trough scene, in my opinion, was like one of the most violent scenes in Walking Dead. And it's just like, it's one thing when you see zombies killing people, but when you see people killing people, it kind of like, the impact of that is just so intense. I don't know, it seems like it means more. It's like, oh my god.
It's kind of
what just
kick-started live emotion.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we see dead people dying all the time, but now that we see someone that's alive get just everyone's like, holy crap.
So scenes like that actually bring out the motto more than anything, which is, fight the dead, but fear the living. Because zombies, here's a plain simple fact: zombies don't even kill other zombies. Humans, on the other hand,
They're just trying to get along, man. They're just like, hey, let's hang out over here.
Humans will do whatever they got to do to survive.
Hey, look, dude. I've always said, you're either the butcher or you're the cattle. I've always said that.
Yeah, you've always said that since last night.
Yeah.
Since last night, he's been saying it a lot. So.
Yeah. So that show really represented that.
Very true.
But anyways, gruesome for even Walking Dead. That scene was just But it did a lot of jumping back and forth. I think they wanted to start the show off with the most intense way possible.
2 close calls for Glenn.
Yeah.
I actually thought that second one was gonna be enough because everyone seen the trailer has known that first one was coming.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of took a little breath. Okay, all right.
And then he was gonna, I was like,
But then he wound up again for that swing, and
yeah.
Oh god. So.
Yeah, because I think we all feel like Glenn is going to die at some point.
I do believe that.
And it's just
it's gonna be a weight off our shoulders. We're like, finally.
Oh, nobody wants to see him
now.
die,
Who's
though.
gonna die?
Now who's gonna be next?
Yeah, but
he's a future dead favorite on this series.
I don't want to see him die though, but we know it's gonna happen probably.
Yep.
Maybe. But anyways,
I love Rick's quote though of it's got the what was in the bag, and he kind of gave.
Oh
a list.
yeah,
the AK-47. Yeah, the
was
the
that stuff
44
actually
Magnum.
all in that bag? I don't remember all of that being in that bag. I thought he was lying.
I think so. I really do think so. I mean, we'd have to go back and look.
And the machete with the red handle, is that what he said?
But we know his Magnum was in there, and you know he had the assault rifles that were in there.
Yeah, I think he was telling the truth. I think he wanted to be straight up with him.
And the machete with the red handle, which is one we used to kill you with.
So we all know how that guy's gonna die.
Let's make a note of that. I think we should just make a posted note of that for later.
Yep. So look out for that machete.
We're gonna be like, huh? What do you know?
Jumping-
What happened?
That's
All right,
what I'm going to use to
jumping
kill you
forward,
with.
jumping forward, but actually jumping backwards at the same time. The now and then episodes, or the now
Oh,
and then.
yeah,
scene.
that's how the show really kicked off. Was
Yes.
with the then and now. Yeah.
That was to give you some, I guess, some backstory into these people here at Terminus and maybe why they are who they are, and was it justified?
Well, it's the story of Gareth, Alex, and
Mary. Yep.
which Mary was the lady that was feeding people to other people, and then
yeah.
Gareth being the main guy, and Alex, who was the person who was shot in the head by was it Mary or
Rick.
did
No,
Rick
what?
do it?
I
Was
thought
it like
it was a
Crossfire?
sniper. I thought it was a sniper for when the guy gave the signal. When Gareth gave the signal. That's what I thought it was.
Oh, was that okay? But
That-
anyways, yeah, that was his brother.
Yeah,
And
that was Alex.
He
his
didn't
brother.
have no problems putting him on the table to eat him up. You know. dinner.
Hey, fresh meat, man.
Yeah, and then also I read
Fresh.
that Mary is actually their mother.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mary was actually their mother, but was because
Was
she died.
and Alex
Yeah.
was the brother.
Yeah, and Gareth looks like he's the only one alive. So
So yeah, I mean, actually, Robert, before the show, before we started talking, you did point out something that was pretty awesome about that scene where it opened up on Rick's part, like the Rick
Oh.
and the gang when they were
yes,
using-
when I loved it when they were all in the trolley car and they were kind of just making weapons. They were getting MacGyver with whatever they could, and the part where they ripping the zipper off the jacket, use that as a saw. Genius. Breaking of the belt, sharpening it, and then using it as a claw and wrap around your arm.
Yeah.
I mean, just brilliant stuff, and I thought that was great
I'm gonna have to try
insight.
that sometime.
I thought that
If I ever
was
get
great
trapped in a
insight
train.
into an everyday situation where you're kind of just stuck somewhere and someone has a
everyday
hold of you.
Yeah.
That happens
I'll
to
just
you
have
every
to
day.
take my pants off and use the zipper.
No, it's always It's always good to have a jacket on you with a zipper now. Hey,
Yeah, I mean,
always good.
So let's talk about what I thought was the highlight of the show. Besides Rick, I want to say for character development and character purposes, I want to say Carol was my highlight of the show. I mean, I really love what Rick did this episode because Rick just went on a bloodthirsty rampage. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
Great to see him do that. But Carol was the highlight when she just went Rambo, covered herself in camouflage, It was awesome.
Zombie poop.
That was more Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaded.
Yeah.
Okay, Predator. All right, we'll go with that. I mean, whatever. And
Not to
then,
correct you.
blow stuff up, invade
It
with
was. It
leading
was
an invasion of the
of
undead.
essentially, yeah, she was leading an army of undead
Yeah.
into Terminus, and it was awesome
Right?
in every facet the way they did it.
Just
I thought-
walking with him and then step to the side.
I thought it was,
You know?
yes, I thought it was brilliant the way they used the fireworks to get in, and the way she kind of punctured the tank.
Mhm.
Just genius stuff.
How that
and then
magically happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the perfect. Let's not even forget the perfect timing of it, because at the time we didn't know what was going on outside until we got to actually see Carol and Tyrese's story.
The
Everything's
story
timing.
definitely did a lot of jumping.
Judith looks like she's a lot older now.
She does.
A baby aged.
I didn't really
rather
know
quickly.
I didn't really know the time lapse. I didn't.
I
didn't
thought it
get
was
the
maybe a
sense.
few weeks.
Looks like a
Yeah,
year.
I know.
Looked like a year.
I didn't get that really the sense of the time lapse, to be honest. I just Judith definitely looked older, but
Fill us in, producers,
They
because
did that for a reason.
you can use a different baby. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you could use a different baby.
I'm just saying.
Did
you sign the
that
baby to the
baby's under
contract?
contract, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
I was like,
yeah, I'm
it's
sure.
under
For
contract.
Season
She
contract.
talks
Yeah.
with her agent all the time. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So there was a separate storyline going on with Tyrese and his character development when he was stuck in that room, or the shack.
Yes.
So.
With
Anybody care to talk about that? I don't
the
remember that guy's name, but
I almost thought he was
Joe Schmo. I don't know.
yeah, Joe Schmo.
He was almost the voice of reason, man. The whole time, everything he's saying, I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, he's right.
He's like, why do you need me alive?
Yeah,
why don't you just kill me right
that-
now? There's no reason why I'm here.
I was saying that too. I said that when
He's
they
like-
tied him up.
He's like, you're wasting my time.
Yeah, and the whole guy when he says, you know what, I don't want to do this today. I thought that sent a very strong
yeah,
message.
it's like I don't
you
really
know?
want to do this today. Like,
Like
I
that was his.
I don't feel like doing this.
That's his everyday life. Because when you think about the, if we go back to the trough scene, the
Yeah.
butchers, that was their job.
Yeah, it was like
Slaughtering
their
people.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, take
And how
inventory
it's
you
just
know.
a everyday.
Yeah, those
every
guys
day
are doing
at the,
security,
The
man.
office,
Yeah, they
yeah.
were taking inventory and stuff like that.
But
and
Tyrese.
oh man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to mess
This
up.
Tyrese's storyline is he's come a long way. I mean, he's been through some stuff,
Yeah, he's definitely been
you
through
know,
a lot.
and
Yeah.
he's developing pretty good.
A lot of violence.
Mhm.
Definitely, the violence was. It's at 11.
It was at
the
11.
violence was turned to 11.
Yeah, they
which
just
is-
crank it up.
and they did. They took it over the top, which just it worked amazing.
Yes.
Because it was so necessary for the plot and for the story, and to actually show you what these people are going through, how bad it really is. And they were able to get away with doing it, which was brilliant. And hats off to those guys, because
Yeah. Well, if we think back to the season 5 or 4 premiere, God, you know how boring that was? I thought,
Yes.
for me, I thought it was boring. And, you know, so they really started this show. If they didn't skip a beat from
Which one was that one? The Carl and the.
season 4 was when they were started getting
the
sick.
the sick, and
So
it
it
was,
was showing you how slow it was,
Yeah,
the prison,
it was just a
after all the
slow-
new inmates that came in, and
yeah. I mean, it was slow and purposely started off so slow, like, you know. What I mean? So this one didn't skip a beat from the amazing season 4 finale to the season 5 premiere. Was just didn't skip a beat, but there is one thing I'd like to talk about that is like one of my cons. I don't know if it's a con for me yet. I have to watch it a little more. But one of my cons for this show.
well, tell us, Daniel.
I'm about to,
Tell
man.
us.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Tell us.
I'm so excited. All right, so I thought
wanna
that this
know.
season was going to at least give Terminus a couple of episodes. I don't know if I was disappointed that they got out so quick, but out of all the locations that we've previously been, I was actually looking forward to Terminus a lot more than, as opposed to the prison and the farm. This one, Terminus was where it was at. That's where I wanted to see. I wanted to
guess
see
they're-
more cannibal,
I guess
like
they're
their
trying to,
methods and
pushing towards Washington.
yeah,
Even though Rick doesn't know that yet.
yeah, they don't know that
I
he
don't
didn't know
think
that yet.
they've told Rick because this a new group.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised with how quick it happened. Although I liked how it happened, and at the same time, you really got all the backstory you really needed. for
I feel like
what
they're gonna
was really
continue.
going on. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think Gareth is definitely sticking around.
They're going to
There's
continue
gonna be a
the
lot more
backstory.
flashbacks from Garrett.
Yeah.
I do believe you're going to
Definitely.
get some of that. And something a lot of people didn't notice was the guy who they freed out of that tank with,
with
the tattoos on his
face.
face. That's actually the guy from the flashback scene who took the girl out of the trolley car.
Mm-hmm.
But it
So-
was dark, so you kind of
They
couldn't see it.
they said
That's what-
the,
I don't know.
The
Is
tattoos
that
are there to
official?
be the
Confirmed?
tattoos are there to be made out. So it's the same. So they've been just keeping him alive. But
Apparently, this is a
didn't
really
he die though?
And he kept on saying, "I'm one of you. I'm one of you," or
He,
something. Like
I
that.
forgot what he was saying.
I don't know what he
we'll
was
have
saying.
we'll have to probably go back and touch on that one again.
But did he die?
Yeah, I believe he got
Yeah, he
bit.
got bit as soon as he came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
okay.
got bit,
I was
and
gonna
then
say.
they hit him over the head with a bat.
But I think we're going to see more of him from flashbacks. I think they're going to stick with Terminus, but not with Rick there. I think it was just like they're going to say then, and show the Terminus story. For reasons I don't know, because, not really too worried about it now that we're out of Terminus, but I feel like they're going to explain Gareth's story a little more.
Definitely,
And,
because he's like the next governor.
yeah. I feel like...
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think they're
They
gonna
started
introduce-
something.
I think
I
it's
think
like
they're gonna introduce.
Daryl's claimers. That's how you.
Oh,
how
yeah,
you
the
think
claimers.
it's
I
gonna
believe
be,
they're
how
going to
quick it was.
introduce a big baddie later in this. I've been keeping up with how the writing staff is going, and they've been talking about a lot of possible cast people who they're going to start bringing in as part of from the comics. So it's rumored they're going to bring in a big bad guy. So that's what I'm looking for. I think this one's just. Like I said, something to push us towards Washington, which could possibly push us in the direction of a new villain.
Yeah.
With Gareth and them hot on their trails, that could speed up the process.
I trust that these guys know what they're doing. I'm sure they're going to do something that's so epic it's going to keep me on the edge of my seat for the rest of season 5. But it's just
Absolutely.
like I kind of
Absolutely.
wanted to see a little more of the cannibalistic Terminus methods and dive a little more deeper into that. We saw the bodies hanging and stuff, so it left it to your imagination, but it didn't I don't know. I'm not sick. I'm not. It's not like I'm.
I think
trying
that's what it was for. I think your imagination was all
That's
you
what you
needed.
needed.
I think that's what the producers and the writing staff.
Alright.
I think that's all they were trying to get out of it. Really.
So, okay, 2 more things about the story before we get to our reviews. Eugene vaguely described the cure. I'm not too sure if it. Robert says it was meant to be vague.
I don't even think he described the cure. I just think he was throwing some BS together to
Just kind of throw it away. Like, yeah.
I think he knows something.
Could have been like, oh, the cure is vinegar water.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
drink
yeah,
it,
yeah, you know,
you idiot.
Hey, it's never that easy, is it? Oh God. Just spin
But-
around 3 times and then that's it.
There
Cereals.
is one thing that he said in his speech that really, if you were paying attention, you should I don't know. But he said, it doesn't matter if I drew you out blueprints or whatever, the cure would die with me anyway. And he just kept on saying that. The cure would die with me.
I believe he said it once,
Maybe
one time.
one time.
the cure is in his blood.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe this is
Maybe
some
Maybe he
iron.
injected himself with the cure to escape.
And to keep himself protected. I mean,
Boom, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
look at that. We
You
got
guys,
you.
You guys don't even have to
We
watch
got you.
anymore.
keep
You
myself
stop.
alive. Oh,
That'll be season 7.
boom. That's a big boom.
Wait till we get to Game of Thrones spoilers.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. Wait till we have the
man.
game Night of Thrones. But yeah, so that's good predictions there.
It's a great idea, guys. We put that together. We're gonna have to pat each other on the back
Wow. Later.
later.
Okay.
I saw you wanted to.
Later.
Behind the screen,
Later.
patting on back.
Behind the screen.
All right, guys. Now for the finale, the greatest part of the show. Well, one of them. I mean, it's probably the greatest.
Dude, wait, we forgot about the reunion. Because I know what you want to say.
I know. Let me say it though. When we get there, let me
Okay.
say it. Okay.
Daryl and.
We're gonna talk about your reunion.
Oh,
Yeah. Talk about the reunion. I'm gonna talk about the other thing later. Okay.
wow.
He doesn't know where to start.
Wow.
All right. I'm sorry. Let's go for real serious time.
Yeah,
This is
but
a serious
just the
show.
reunion. I mean, I had some goosebumps. I was happy. I was so
Yeah.
happy to see everybody back together because there was no animosity, not at all. Everyone was just so happy just to see each other, and that I thought that was just awesome, man. And I thought they really set the tone, and it was just so great to see see everybody back together.
See how interested Daryl was into Carol.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that was like a motherly hug? Like, you know, hey, you're like my mom.
There's a lot of
No.
rumors going around that Daryl's possibly gay.
Are you what?
Well, they just put that online just
Why?
so,
What?
And Robert Kirkman, it's like he's like said things, and it's just like, wait, what are you trying to say, man? And it's just really weird.
I don't think
Exactly.
So. I don't think so.
Food for thought.
I think he just doesn't want to say anything to stir up any crap.
I don't know,
Oh,
but
yeah, that's
but
possible. Anybody could be.
yeah, but
well, I'm not gonna say
yeah.
that he is, but I
yeah.
can say what you have already seen.
If that's your thing.
I think Rex had a few subconscious thoughts we wrote in.
Yeah.
But they're in his head, so we can't say them.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah,
That's
I
the name
thought
for that one.
that affection toward him. Who knows? That could be good. Could be good affection.
I feel like it's more of like a motherly, like.
Is that?
I feel like it.
That's possible. I'm
What
not
what
going
if
to
she
rule that
is?
out.
Either way, I mean,
They don't-
whatever.
What if they never say it, but it's like, Mom,
Yeah.
Mommy.
She's like a bad mom. She's like a bad biker chick.
No one knows.
Okay.
But on to Daniels.
Morgan! I'm sorry. That's
Okay.
it.
I
That's
never
all I'm
knew
gonna
my
say.
mother.
Dude, Morgan. Morgan is back.
Morgan Freeman has never
Now,
gone away.
What? I was trying
That's a true statement.
to think of a way to do a Morgan Freeman impersonation, but I know if I tried.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Morgan Freeman.
We could go behind the screens.
All right, yeah, it's behind the screens. We'll do that later. But Morgan is back, and he looked so awesome.
He looked determined.
Yeah, and he was following something. Now, what was he following, Nathan? Predictions of what he was following? The little circle with an X in it?
What? How would you know what he was following? He didn't know which way anybody went.
That's why it's a prediction.
That's why it's prediction.
Mhm. Is he following Rick's group, Terminus group, or maybe the Claimers? Or,
I don't think he's-
or is it the priest that took, or I'm sorry, I was assuming. Or
It's
is it the
assuming-
person that took Beth?
Who we're all assuming it's a priest. I'm assuming it's a priest.
Yeah.
I have no guesses for this. It's just like wide open.
Well, there they
Wow.
are. There the options are. Comment in the comment section.
I don't
below.
think. I don't think it's. I don't think it's any of the first three guys. Just because, first of all, I don't think Rick and them would leave a trail.
Yeah, I don't think they
especially
want to.
after just leaving Terminus.
Boom.
Wouldn't
Reason.
make sense.
You're putting reason to these predictions. Yeah.
Why
man, it's
would
good.
okay? And then second for Terminus,
Mm-hmm.
why would they, after just leaving there, try to make those X marks to recruit more people towards them because
to get their people back?
just gain numbers?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna need numbers.
That's always a possibility, but at the same time,
Well, who was in the episodes with him?
Who? Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
No one. His son, but his son's
Yeah,
gone.
he's a loner. Last time we saw Morgan was not very good.
Yep, he lost his mind.
Yeah, he was going. So, all right. So, final reviews. Let's start with Nathan.
You know, this is a great action-packed episode. A little bit of backstory. I actually wanted a lot more backstory. So that's why this episode has been penalized on points. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, there was some amazing scenes, but I didn't connect
was
to it.
some
I didn't-
more
I didn't-
action than-
Yeah, I did not connect to this scene, or I didn't connect to any of the characters.
Alright.
Maybe Tyrese a little bit, but that didn't really hold over for me.
All right. Well,
Wow.
I personally
honest.
was batting back and forth between like a 9 and an 8.5 because I don't know this. The fact that it was a season premiere, and that it started off so great, and then hopefully this sets the pace for the rest of the season. It was in my opinion, one of Walking Dead's best episodes, in my opinion.
Fact.
Oh, it's a fact.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
But
I
so
think
yeah,
the Grove was the best so far.
yeah, the
Anyways,
Grove was awesome. All right, so I mean, action-packed, nonstop, picked right up where the finale of season 4 left off. Con that throws it off a little bit was that I wasn't ready to get out of Terminus just yet, but Morgan came back at the end. Everybody's reunited, and they're out of it. They're on the road, and we're going to get the story progress. We're on the road. We're rolling towards DC. Hopefully, we're going to get there, and no stops along the way. A lot of trouble and tribulations, but
Okay,
we're going
you
to
gonna
get
get
there.
your score?
My score is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10.
Woo!
Boom.
boom.
Wow.
9 out of 10.
That's a lot.
Robert?
That's a lot of room for disappointment later on.
That's what I'm saying. You better keep this up for the rest of the
I was
season.
trying to cut you off
Why?
because you kept naming too many of my reasons.
Oh. So now your review is going to suck and mine's going to look great.
Reiterate.
But exactly, I mean, it picked up exactly where Terminus left off. I love that I love when shows do that personally. I love when films do it. That way there's, no gap and there's no love lost in between what you saw last season, what you saw this season. The action was to a T almost perfect because it like I said, it set the pace and it set how they were gonna progress through Terminus, which we all thought was at least gonna probably be at minimum 3 episodes. Which is why when I was watching this one episode, I thought for a minute, I was like, this feels like 2 episodes.
Yes, yeah, it was like a finale,
The
like-
adrenaline.
Yeah.
It was the adrenaline, and it was always going. It always came right back to something, and even with the softer scenes with Carol first at Carol and Tyrese, at first it kind of came off a little bit slow, but you still kind of felt for it, and then bam, immediately they jumped right into it when they got a hold of the Joe Smo or whatever you want to call him. And it just, from right there, it was always, again, back to action, and it was just great. So, any cons? I thought there was enough character development. I didn't think that was a bad thing.
So are you trying to find a way not to give it a 10 out of 10? Or
It's all, even
is there... Is this a 10 out of 10 from Robert?
now that I'm gonna go 9.5.
9.5 out of 10.
I was
Wow.
maybe it was just it hit all my touchy points.
Yeah.
Touchy.
And one of them, we'll get to it. All my touchy points.
We're gonna get to your touchy points.
And we'll get to what one of them was after we do our zombie kills of the week.
Okay, and let's do that right now. Zombie
Right now.
kill of the week. Mine, personally, was the Michonne double kill. With a sadoosh kaboom, or it was that way and that way. It was awesome. I liked it.
Either or.
Yeah. So cool, Michonne double kill. Obviously, a lot of my zombie kills this season are going to be from Michonne. So go ahead.
Samurai swords.
Yeah, samurai sword.
I actually like the one that was pretty early. Oh wait, that was another human who died. I am so sorry.
Robert likes the human kills.
I'm sorry.
Of the
I
week.
just like the human kills of the week. I just think there's so
Throw
much
that
there.
one out there and then give your zombie one.
Human kill of the week. Well, it goes to Rick.
Right.
When he when he Sam Fishered
Oh yeah.
that guy, took his AK and just started leveling. I think it was like one girl and like 3 guys.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he just put them all
Leveled them.
down. I stood up.
Awesome.
And I applauded.
No remorse.
I applauded.
That was awesome.
I cheered. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Hip.
Hooray!
I gave it a silent cheer, but it was good. It was yes.
Zombie kill of the week. I'm gonna probably go with the one. If you remember, right at the very end, they were about to escape. Eugene almost got bit, and who saved him? Bob.
Oh yeah,
Bob saved him, and I thought that was the last person I was expecting,
Yeah, Bob.
and he just came, and it was just like a flying knife to the head.
Oh,
I was just
okay.
like, give it to him, Bob.
Nathan, zombie kill of the week.
I will give it to you, Bob.
Zombie kill.
My zombie kill of the week was the one where Daryl stabbed the Walker in the face when Rick was standing on the corner. Skaploosh!
Skaploosh!
The 3D skaploosh in
Alright.
through the head.
I like the words.
So we had
Onomatopoeia.
It was like,
the Daryl Skaploosh,
yeah.
the Michonne ha ha, and then the
Give it to him, Bob.
give it to
to
him
him,
Bob.
Bob.
So there
it
you
to
go,
him,
ladies
Bob.
and gentlemen.
It was good.
This has been the season premiere of the Knights of the Walking Dead. I love that, guys. This is very
Nice.
yeah, we're gonna do that some more often next time. Hey, we're gonna clap it out.
clap it
There it
out.
is. Thank you so much for watching.
Offset claps.
Offset. When we went offset, we actually went in sync.
This ain't no time to remain calm. Quick, calm, get your gun, do to them what you did to your mom. Sunday night's a football game and NASCAR race of the lights. While I'm on my couch watching the day come back to life. Knights of the Walking Dead. Everybody talking about that Walking Dead.